Welcome to Economic Marvels. In this episode, we are diving deep into a big question. How could a single televised speech change the entire global economy? I'm Peter, and joining me is Bobby.
Hey everyone, I'm Bobby. I'm really delighted to be here.
Bobby, I've heard someone tell me that a US dollar wasn't just a piece of paper. It was literally a receipt for a piece of gold sitting in a vault. Is it true?
So basically, it's true.
So, how did this dollar for gold system work?
It's what's called the Bretton Woods system, established after World War II to maintain stability. Major countries backed their currency to the US dollar, and the US dollar, in turn, was backed to a fixed price of gold, $35 an ounce. It was the anchor for everything.
Sounds stable. So why did it have to change?
Because the US government printed too much money to fund war and social programs, more than the gold they have in the reserve. Other countries started to worry and demanded to strengthen their dollar for gold. The US faced the risk of running out of gold reserve.
So what did President Nixon do to get out of that bind?
On a Sunday night in 1971, he shocked the world. He went on television and unilaterally declared that US would temporarily stop allowing the exchange of dollars for gold. Essentially, he closed the gold window and tore up the old rule book.
I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets.
And what were the consequences of that action?
That's where the birth of the modern financial system we live in today is create fiat monies. Money whose value is based on just a floating exchange rate, where the value of currency changes daily in the market.
It is incredible. Just one decision made overnight ended the gold standard era and opened a new chapter for the global economy. So that's a history lesson showing that economic rules are not immutable. Thanks, Bobby, for the great insights.
Thank you, Peter.
That's all for today's episode of Economic Marvels. To hear the full story, including historical audio of President Nixon, listen to our complete podcast episode. See you next time.